your fucking idea when I said it first. Do you ever listen to the fucking words that come out of my motherfucking mouth? Ever.
Calm down. You're starting to sound like your mother.
That's good, because I like my mama.
I talked about these holes here the other day.
Yeah.
And I said they're not for decoration, they're to keep the tire cold. And if you don't think, go ahead and step on your brake going down a hill. 2 million people said, yeah, that's right, sweet petite. People said, do you know how you're driving? You wouldn't use the brakes going down a hill.
What?
If you know how to drive, you wouldn't use your brakes going down a hill.
Are you serious?
Oh yeah, like seriously, I grew up in Western Pennsylvania and West Virginia. That's where I learned to drive.
I seriously said, if you know how to drive, you don't have to use your brakes going down a hill.
Yeah, they have never seen a stop sign going down a hill.
They've never gotten off the interstate.
Yeah,
they do interstate driving.
Right. Anyway,
get your ass off the interstate, driving back roads.
There's a million stop signs that you have to use your brakes on at 80,000 pounds going down a mountain. There's mountains all over with stop signs. Anyway,
or sharp ass bends.
Right. You gotta use the brake.
Stop signs, red lights.
Yeah. I mean, you gotta use your brakes, right? So those holes are actually to keep it cool. It helps dissipate heat. Right. I was gonna go over a few more things that people could fight and argue about. See that thing right there? That's called a damper. I changed that at 500,000 miles. If you don't change it, you know what happens?
No.
The silicone.
I do, but I don't. Silicone comes apart.
No, silicone will harden in there. Yeah. So that's connected to your crankshaft. And if you don't replace that, it'll harden. And what that does is absorb the shock from your engine. When that hardens, if it doesn't break your crankshaft, if it don't, it'll destroy clutches. All that vibration will go to clutches, and you'll start replacing clutches, adjusting clutches constantly. These things right here, I just replaced that U-joint.
That's called U-joint.
Yeah. And there's another U-joint up there. Right there's another U-joint. Yeah. Those things, they go bad. This thing here, it goes bad. You got to change them. Now, I just changed that. See that there is a
drag link.
That's a pitman arm. That's a drag link. Replaced it. You know how you know that they're going bad? See, there's a spring in all these. There's a spring inside here. There's a spring inside here.
Now you're really going to fuck with the people. Now you're really going to mess with
them. So you can't just shake it to know if it's bad. You have to get a pair of channel locks and squeeze it. And squeeze it.
Come after you.
And squeeze it. And that's how you know if it's bad, right?
Ain't no spring in there. Trust me, I've been a mechanic for 45 years. Ain't no spring in there.
Yeah, there's a spring in there. And if someone fills it with grease, you can think it's okay, and it's not. But yeah, there we go. We're good. All right. So we squeeze all the tie rod ends and the drag link with channel locks to see if there's any movement. If it moves at all, it's bad.
Right.
If it moves at all, you can't just shake it. You can't just. So I had a guy actually say, and I don't know if he's probably new. And there's no shame in that. He said to check for a bad wheel seal, you look in here to see if oil. Well, you actually got to get in there and look further. But if you see oil there, it's been.
I lost one of my pickles. I went to pour some juice out and I lost a pickle.
Oh man. Anyway, wheel seals do leak from in here. This is your axle out here. Your axle just slides in from here. Like it literally just slides. You unbolt it and then pull it out, right?
Right.
The wheel seal is on the back side of the hub.
Right.
And in case he doesn't know, I have a few.
Go ahead.
I carry some wheel seals. I can sell wheel seals. Also, the bearings in this truck, I've never changed them. The bearing in the race I've had for 13 years. 13 years I've never.
I'm trying to make noise so it doesn't hear you.
It's fine.
Hear you.
All you got to do is see they put this cone in there so you can only tighten the bearings so much. That cone was invented for warranties, so you couldn't over tighten a bearing. If you throw the cone away and learn the torque spec for that, you'll be fine. You can have bearings. My bearings are all perfect. Millions of miles, probably 2.5 million miles, no safety cone. That cone crush, whatever that thing is, it was invented for a warranty so they could get 500,000 miles. See, like before the 80s, they never even existed. You didn't even have those on trucks. They weren't a thing. They weren't invented until they wanted to make a warranty for a truck to last 500,000 miles. Then they put those cones in there. So pretty much at 500,000 miles, you got to get new bearings or take that cone and throw it away.
Can you tell that I lost interest?
Here's what I just want to see. Oh,
Hey, I'm fixing to walk away.
I don't think you were interested from the beginning. Now that you're out of pickles,
Yeah, if you lost me,
Now-
you lost everybody else. Peace, bitches. I'm out.
bye.